First of all, I would like to say as well just how sorry I am.
This is the most humble day of my life.
I am extremely sorry about the furore it has caused.
People are seeing a very big scandal overseas.
There is an opportunity now for Australia to look at a number of issues.
I think that does mean that Australians here look at News Limited.
The Greens certainly take a dim view.
People would be asking themselves, could that happen here?
What she's doing is just smearing a perfectly good organisation.
This terrible thing happened on your watch. Mr Murdoch, have you considered resigning?
No.
You know, conduct of that nature is grossly objectionable.
But this photo of us, it don't have a price. Ready for those flashing lights.
And any attempt by government to slide out from under critical scrutiny is just wrong.
Why did you enter the back door at number 10?
Because I was asked to.
I never had one inappropriate conversation.
Why would that be?
To avoid photographers in the front. I imagine. I don't know. I was asked. I just did what I was told.
Prime Minister David Cameron, well, I read the other day, we've met 26 times.
I've never held a slumber party or seen her in her pyjamas.
Order! Order! Members shouting out. Shouldn't be doing so.
Looking at all of these events, I think Australians have been disturbed by them.
There's some public disquiet.
They've probably got some hard questions that they want answered.
The Prime Minister must specify exactly what those questions are.
Only the Prime Minister is calling for News Limited to answer some hard questions, and we would be delighted to answer them.
Baby, you'll be famous, chase you down until you love me.
It's clear that there are some elements in the media
and who
that
are
are
they?
prepared to engage in completely unbalanced and biased reporting.
We have to have titles and journalists who operate to the highest possible standard.
The Daily Telegraph is probably the worst of the examples at the moment.
It's a case of people wanting to shoot the messenger when, in fact, all the messenger needs occasionally is a bit of a clip across the ear.
What I will never support is any attempt to try to bluff the media out of doing its job.
But the Daily Telegraph is interested in distorting the debate.
That's politics.
To try and get rid of the government.
We've been very well served by the media in Australia.
Our papers meet the standards that the Australian society has every right to expect.
There are questions about the extent to which people's privacy is protected.
It's important that we have proper privacy protection.
People care about privacy, and so they should.
It's clearly a political stunt by the Prime Minister, who's feeling a lot of heat at the moment and trying to distract attention.
The last thing I want to do is support anything which is a thinly veiled attempt to intimidate the press.
I think the public would expect the government to consider these matters.
You live and you learn, and believe you me, I have learnt.
And I call on the Prime Minister to put up or shut up.
An inquiry into wicked journalists at large, I think, is probably just a waste of time.
To paraphrase the Prime Minister, if the media writes crap, presumably it's often because politicians talk crap.